How do you assess Mike Tyson, the athlete, on the world stage?
Well, if Muhammad Ali was the most recognized sportsman on earth, Mike Tyson runs him very close as second. You know, if you ask a kid in Kazakhstan, showed him a picture and said, "Who's that?" he would know exactly who it was and tell you all about him.
I want to blaze. Yeah, bring Andrew Golota on. Bring those guys. They can keep their title. I don't want their title. I want to strip them of their health.
Listen to me. I see my opponent laughing at me, but this is all serious. He will not be laughing on the day of the fight. For me, this is serious. This is very serious, said Mike Tyson. When two brawlers, Iron Mike Tyson and Andrew Golota, collided inside the magic square of the boxing ring, no one could have predicted what the outcome would be. In this video, you are going to see this crazy and chaotic duel where Iron Mike sent his opponent running in fear. Now let's get started.
Well, there you have it, the words of Mike Tyson. As we get closer to the main event, the sense of anticipation heightens. Will Tyson versus Golota be a war? Will it be another easy night for Tyson, or will Golota pull off a surprise?
By 2000, Mike Tyson was far from his peak physical condition. A survivor of prison and drug addiction, he had just completed a 1.5-year boxing suspension after biting Evander Holyfield's ears in their rematch fight.
Look at me. Look at me. I got to go home. My kids are going to be scared of me. Look at me, man.
Mike continued to be casual about his training, relying on his unique talent. But despite his cavalier attitude, he remained one of the most dangerous fighters in the world. In the new millennium, Mike returned to the ring as a hub for various scandals. He started off with victories over Francois Botha, Orland Norris, and Julius Francis. In Glasgow, Scotland, Tyson fought against Lou Savarese in a match that lasted only 38 seconds and saw Tyson also strike the referee after the match was ended. All of these matchups proved to be somewhat inadequate for the former heavyweight champion of the world.
I was going to rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. No, brother, no.
In total, all of the matches lasted less than 3 rounds. Each time the 34-year-old boxer was rescued by his famous knockout blow, which allowed him to compensate for any loss in speed and defensive skills. Some spectators thought that Tyson only remotely resembled a sane person, but this factor only increased interest in the ex-world champion. It's hard to find anyone more scandalous than Iron Mike. However, such a character did exist by the name of Andrew Golota, and to this day, few fighters have lived up to his reputation.
I don't think that that's going to happen. Boy, I'll tell you what, you never know.
On October 20th, 2000, in the town of Auburn Hills, Michigan, the world of boxing witnessed one of the most scandalous fights in recent history. A fight in which Iron Mike Tyson faced a fighter who was no less crazy than himself, Andrew Golota, in a match that was remembered by every boxing fan for a long time. At the time of their meeting, Golota was 32 years old, a boxer with a record of 36-4, and a reputation for fighting dirty. 2 of the Polish fighter's previous fights against Riddick Bowe were especially noteworthy. In the first, Golota knocked Bowe out with a forbidden blow to the groin, leading to a mass brawl in the arena. Andrew himself, who willingly took part in the brawl, received several blows on the head with a walkie-talkie. In the rematch, the Polish fighter outplayed his American counterpart, but managed to disqualify himself in the 9th round after another strike below the belt. Bowe didn't fight for 8 years after that match. Tyson began his meeting with Golota in his usual style, holding the opponent against the ropes and bringing down several dozen punches on him. Despite his advantage in size, Andrew was unable to adapt to the power of Iron Mike in any way. Throughout the first round, he received continual damage, and at the end he was knocked down by a powerful right-hand blow.
Oh, there goes
Here you're going to see it. He comes into him, bends, beautiful liver. Look at him turn that shoulder in. That is a full power shot.
In the second round, Golota again acted as Tyson's punching bag, escaping mainly with the help of clinches. Andrew was frankly discouraged, and after the bell, he made the most unexpected decision of all.
Mike's showing these little overanxious here. That big right hand got him all souped up. He's not bobbing and weaving.
Golota simply refused to continue fighting for the third round and began to argue with his coach, who was against stopping the fight. The Polish fighter irritably brushed aside all attempts to convince him to return to the fight and kept pacing on his side of the ring. Finally, he climbed over the ropes and headed for his locker room, followed closely by the cameras. Tyson, who was announced the winner by an early victory, suddenly lost his temper. The American athlete wanted to get a clean knockout and was hardly reassured by his team, who tried to explain to him that he still achieved his goal. The most dissatisfied of all was the public, who were deprived of the spectacle they paid to see. A deafening noise arose in the arena. At first, Golota's retreat was met only by aggressive cries. But soon, the fans began to throw whatever they had in hand at the boxer. Fruits, coins, and cups of drinks flew at the Polish boxer, including a red energy drink that painted him red. The boxer, flanked by guards, finally hid himself in the back rooms of the stadium. Representatives of the Showtime TV channel, which had acted as the organizer of the fight, were also upset. Channel officials called Golota a coward and announced they would no longer cooperate with the Polish athlete. Soon, Andrew gave an interview where he explained that he had refused to continue because of a serious injury. While everyone laughed, a medical examination corroborated his story. He was diagnosed with a broken cheekbone, a concussion, and a herniated disc in his spine, causing Golota to take a 3-year break from boxing. In the end, Tyson never did achieve victory over Golota. In an aftermatch drug test, traces of marijuana were found in his blood, leading to the fight being declared no contest. Iron Mike went on to knock out Brian Nielsen before losing to the legendary Lennox Lewis in a title fight. After that failure, Tyson held 3 more official fights, losing twice. The great boxer, who was unable to maintain his potential to the end, left the sport at the age of 38. However, on November 28, 2020, 54-year-old Tyson returned to the ring for an exhibition match against Roy Jones Jr. Check out our video on the Tyson-Jones match on this channel. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any future videos. See you soon.
Are ready. So for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it.